that's thrown a zone at them. They haven't shot the ball well, nor have they read it well. They are practicing against the zone every time they get together, so they'll be more comfortable with it. This is a very competitive group. I think the one thing that we'll see is the competitive nature of these players come out. This isn't just a practice. This is a practice about who's better than who and how I lift you up in practice as we get ready for this tournament.
Dwight Howard jumping along with Amari Stoudemire. It's controlled by the white, but you bring up a valid point. There's motivation, the pride factor that you just alluded to. Jason Kidd, Mike Miller trying to board inside. And save, no, it's out of bounds. Our three officials, Tommy Nunez from the NBA, a couple of college officials, but all three of these officials are sanctioned by FIBA. So they'll also be here next month in August. Tommy Nunez, familiar face, his dad, longtime NBA official, working along with Terry Moore and J.D. Collins.
Right, but they will also get adjusted to international officiating, which is totally different than what they see during the regular season in the NBA. So, all of the times that the USA has put very good, outstanding all-star teams together, like the Say Dream teams, they haven't had all of the components to practice together all of the time. They haven't had enough time sometimes to adjust to the officiating.
They're going to reset the shot clock because they put it all the way back at 24, but 12 remaining for the white. Almost a takeaway. We watched the scrimmage yesterday but this is the big one, the full practice and scrimmage, as it's an air ball from LeBron inside, offhand. Bosch can't get the finish. And on the run, Kirk Heinrich. The lob down low and an early dunk for Amari Stoudemire. As I mentioned, Dreamland, all-stars out there, guys that have won NBA rings. But there's only one out there with a gold medal, Mike Miller. I pump him up, he's a little flat. And Chris Bosch cleans it up underneath. Court not as long in FIBA competition. Kobe, early offense for the blue.
I'm still trying to understand where those 2 feet went, because it's 94 by 50 in the NCAA and the NBA, and it's 91 by 49 and some change in international play.
Howard muscling his way home, and they're going to say it was a walk before he was found in the act of shooting. Now the lob for the previous possession.
Well, the one thing that they want to do is play quickly, and when they can get Amari Stoudemire in transition, good things happen for him and Kirk Heinrich, and they'll be looking to make those kind of connections when the tournament actually gets underway in about 2 weeks.
Carmelo Anthony with a good look. And he came out a little bit late. And the blue, early and hot at 6-2. A little give and go action after he set the deck. Miller, good look. LeBron James. And he lost the handle on the way up. Well, the presence of Amari Stoudemire had something to do with that. Heinrich, long deuce. And across it goes to Chris Bosch. Fast and furious, Kobe popped it away from LeBron James. Another turnover.
Well, LeBron has had a rough start. An air ball on a jump shot, a layup, and now he turns it over. But again, this tells us about just how competitive these guys are. Kobe with the mix.
And Kobe in a Laker town. Las Vegas, a long time a Laker town.
You moved L.A. over to Vegas?
It's part of the territory, partner. Mike Miller draws the contact and the foul from Kirk Heinrich.
That's like you annexed Hawaii as well. It's part of the Laker territory, right?
It's been a quiet summer for Kobe, hasn't it? Kobe looking forward because he was not available last summer for the championships in Japan. So it's all about Team USA for him now. And he's lighter by almost 20 pounds in camp.
Already?
Well, to put some back on maybe before October, Mike Miller 0 for 2 inside position. And Dwight Howard elevates just a little for the dunk.
Well, I think the thing that Dwight Howard gives them is a power player inside. The guy that can rebound the ball, that can block shots, and that can dunk shots. And you have to put a body on him. If you don't, the results are pretty easy for Dwight Howard.
The solid work before the shot ever went up for Dwight Howard. 4th year out of Southwest Atlanta Christian Academy. His sophomore season in high school, he won a state title with the Lakers' first-round pick, Javaris Crittenton, and they were running the triangle at the time in high school. He gets the three-point play.
I think this is going to be dominated by Laker talk.
Kobe Bryant off the glass, picked up by Jason Kidd. The Kid must love this. What a look for LeBron James! One of the great guards in NBA history, Jason Kidd. Only a couple of guys have more triple-doubles than him. Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, Fast Company.
Well, it's very fast company, and what he is coming off his best season since 2001 and 2 when they went to the championship round, and Kidd was the talk of the NBA guard play, and it's been taken over by Steve Nash. But what he does is find the open man, an easy play for him to make.
He has always made his teammates look better. One of the great assist men in NBA history. And a lot of guys can thank him for some very healthy contracts.
Well, they can. The one thing that he's done for this USA team is amp up the energy and the attitude in practice. They play real hard. They're very competitive, and Jason Kidd is one of the main reasons.
And when you talk to these players, they all agree, I've never played with a guy like Jason Kidd. The court vision, the awareness, long before the pass ever gets there. It'll be plucked out of the air by Bosch. Well, an observation. Mike Krzyzewski. And we talked about it. Finding the right combinations, rotations, chemistry. Bosch. Will he get it? He does. Spectacular play. Fouled by Kobe. Chris Bosch stayed with him.
Well, they're trying to have the no layup rule here, but Bosch used some of that long length that he has to stay in the air and make this play happen. And again, if you talk about how good USA basketball is going to be for years to come, when you look at how young Bosch is, Darren Williams, Amari Stoudemire, you can go down the line. This is a very young group, and so they'll have them available for many years to come. Chris Paul isn't playing. Wade is not playing.
Chris Bosch is 23. Darren Williams is 23. Kirk Heinrich just turned 26. Carmelo turns 23. Second to last day of December. You're right. And it's going to be a double dribble. He actually palmed the basketball because he wanted to use Kobe as a decoy a little bit too much. So Darren Williams gives it back to Jason Kidd and the White Squad.